Look. She's here. We're here. We're all here. Wall's like, I don't see the live. Look now. We're all here. Welcome. My name is Chris Farah, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I often review different television shows and pop culture topics and little segments and sometimes cooking stuff. And tonight, a live reaction to 90 Day Fiance The Other Way. We're talking season 1 and we're talking the final episode of the season in the docuseries part. Of course, we have the tell-alls. And as we saw during the commercials, it's a two-part. 2 nights. It's tell-alls. So let's get in. If you're new here, welcome. This is how it works. I will do this episode live. I will talk about it. And if you really want to say something during that part, you are welcome to super chat me and I will read it, whatever you want to say. And so happy to do so. You don't have to super chat me at the end of this video. I will then talk to you guys and we just do that. So if you're watching it back, it's not a complete nightmare for you. If you haven't had a moment yet, just automatically like this video. You know what I'm saying? Just give your girl a little thumbs up. It's real important for the lives, even more than like, well, I don't know, it's important for everything, but it's important for the lives because we're going to have a fun night talking about this. And if you like this video, more people who are now searching YouTube for someone somewhere to get off, get off their chest, all of the stuff they need to talk about can come into like this cool room and we have fun moderators. I see my girls are here. Thank you so much. We're going to have fun. Okay. I mean, absolutely no Aladdin lore at all. So right away, that was, I mean, it's only an hour, obviously, so we get what we get, I guess, with this one. Okay, so Corey and Evelin. And what a couple to start with. Have you guys been hearing all of the drama? Let's talk about it. So just in case you live your life like a normal person, will you just watch this show? You just watch it, it's on your DVR. Maybe you found me probably through WA, but you're like, oh, I'll watch this girl talk about it, but you're like not in the drama. You're like above it. God bless you. Truly, you're classy. But for the rest of us, let's talk about it. Okay. So it's a big ass mess and you can follow drama, if you really want to see all of the receipts, if you want me to do a receipts live where I go through the drama of The Other Way, I will, give me a comment if you want me to do that. I don't know who enjoys that because when I do a live read receipts, it's very me looking at my Instagram and then showing you pictures the best I can. It's kind of like my version of just a deep dive live with a friend, but it's not pretty. So, it's messy, but you guys tell me if you want that. But here is the drama. So Corey goes and hangs out with other people in this cast, right? It's making the rounds. He's hung out with David and Annie. We saw that, looked real fun. David and Annie of, I don't know, the comedy show, by the way, I'm doing in Laverne on Saturday. Did I mention that? Hi, my name is Chris. I do comedy. And weirdly, I'm also doing a comedy show with David and Annie and Dean. Saturday, coming up, the 12th of October in Laverne, California. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to meet people there. I'm so excited. And let me tell you something. I can't say what I want to say. But there are special guests. And I think you should come. So tell your people. But having said that, David and Annie, Corey hung out with, by the way. And now they're friends. So he hangs out when they hang out. But when I said, follow what I'm saying, okay? Are you following what I'm saying? Good. So Corey, I got to do a video about this. So Corey then hangs out with Larissa, right? And they're broadcasting it. Larissa. She's just all over that Instagram, honey. And then Evelin feels some type of way and they start having a kitty cat fight on Instagram where, Larissa goes in, she has a full live where she's like, I don't care about her. She's so dumb. She is definitely not. She's definitely against the queen. So by Larissa's standards, she will die. Larissa's like saying a bunch of like her tea, like Evelyn was deported or can't like, come here or la 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 la, and just saying she's bargain basement and Evelyn's saying that, she's fake and Evelyn's like really naturally pretty and they're just like dee 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 dee. And then Laura and Aladdin, who also had her drama with him, which I've already talked about in the other live before. She's now in Ecuador, so she's gotten in on the drama, like posting with her and Evelyn. It's bananas, okay? It's really crazy, just so over the top, and I love it so much. So meanwhile, even though Evelyn and like Larissa went at it, like Corey tried to like make amends with Evelyn, was just like, no, it was just hanging out, like which also is kind of like what Larissa said, but also Larissa was like, if I wanted him, I could have him, I can have any man, like Larissa's just like such a character. I kind of snorted, but like I feel like it was worth it. So and that's fine. It's like a time I feel like you can like give me that. So that's pretty much the drama with that. Okay. And we will like know more. Larissa, I love you so much. So you really should come to my comedy show, is what I'm saying. Have I ever let you down? Would you trust me? Do you trust me? You should. I'm a very trustworthy person, dependable, of lifelong friends. Anyway, I got you. So let's go back to the show. So Corey goes to visit Evelyn's dad, who Evelyn just like stole her dad's face. They have the exact same face, just like, like I do think Evelyn's pretty. Do I think Evelyn is like above and beyond? No. But I don't think that's just personally like my taste. I think she's very beautiful and I find her attractive. For my personal taste of someone who's like, no, but God bless. So it's like, I like the scene also of Corey going to like help Evelyn's dad with, Evelyn's face, because it sort of mirrors the other 90-day season we're seeing. Cause it's kind of like when Tim goes to help Jennifer's, but like, remember Jennifer's dad is like, cut off these cow balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, be a man. Like, this guy's just like, yeah, can you help me around? And Corey's trying, but he's like trying to talk. And then he has to bust out the, translation. And then he just like asks this very nice man if he can have permission, the same way Tim did, to marry his daughter. And he's just like, well, that's Evelyn's business. That is not my business. She took my face and, that's all she takes from me. Definitely not any advice. I'm glad you guys like my licks. Just by the way, if you're interested, what is this? Evelin, Rouge G. I don't know, honey. Is that the name of it? It's like this like very like moisturizing berry color. And in this situation, threw it on so that I would have a little something on my face. Okay, so I love you all so much. He's like, all right, I got one shot. I gotta like seal the deal. She's definitely told me she doesn't want to get married, but I'm Corey. I don't know. So Corey like plans this whole thing. Surprise planned. He blindfolds her, like she's in the car, she's like, can I have some clues? He's like, well, it's going to be cool and fantastic. She's like, thanks. It's bullshit what you just gave me. It's bullshit. So, but she's fine. And it's a hot air balloon, but that's romantic, right? But then like, it's a little bit like, and I hate to, but they make it seem like it's also a hot air balloon, like maybe like in not the safest, strictest environment of hot air balloon standards that maybe we're accustomed to in different parts of the world. How do I say that without sounding, I don't know. Like that's what they say, right? Like Evelyn's scared. Evelyn, who's from Ecuador, scared. Like I've never been in a hot air balloon, but they're in Temecula, flying all over the town, all over the world. I don't know, all over Temecula. It's always really pretty. Other cities too, but I've seen them in Temecula, and I've always been like, well, like if a dude wanted to do that, like get me like a little leg drunk and take me in a hot air balloon, like that's fine. I probably would throw up. It would not be romantic. Maybe I shouldn't have the wine. Well, what do you think? Okay, I'm gonna go back to them. So it's a little scary, and he's like, babe, like, can you go? Look over there and see, what does that say over there? And she's like, Like, maybe my name? Is it my name? And he's like, oh shit. So it's going down. And by it's going down, I mean the hot air balloon and not the plans that he made clearly and, effectively. They go down, and then I'm like, "What is the sign?" 'Cause I couldn't quite like pay attention before, and the sign is literally just like spray painted, and half of it, her name is spray painted in like grass, and the other one's just like in like a banner that you would like win a beauty pageant, just like, oh. For a moment, I was like, why not? Well, I don't know. It's probably very expensive. Like, if you had gotten a helicopter that would like fly across the other side with a banner that would say like, Evelyn, would you marry me? Then if it was like at eye level, you'd be like, what does that say over there? And you'd be like, oh, Evelyn, will you marry me? Yes. I don't know. That's just me. Ha. So, but here's the thing. It's a very awkward situation because she has to now answer that question. And she's like, what a big question. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, this is horrifying. This is like awkward. I hate it. Like, I'm just like crawling in my skin, I'm just like on the couch. I'm just like, oh, like it feels like a scary movie, And then she just was like, yeah, I do. See. She said see. And we're like honestly shocked. And then she like kind of confessional, like kind of takes back, like, yeah, whatever. I said yes, the engagement, but like I'm not gonna even think about setting a date. I think she just like got a little like sparkly eyed with that ring. It would look like a really beautiful ring. Anyway. Um so yeah, then the rest of the time, like he hires a private chef for them to cook, She's like, she says this thing where she's like, I feel lucky to have him. And sometimes I'm really mean, but I do love him. And sometimes I think I'm not worthy. And like, that's like an interesting, like, psychological moment, weird, vulnerable moment that she had that we kind of like were like, bling. Oh, okay. Clocking it. And especially knowing the drama that I just like unfolded and like, she really went in on like Corey and Larissa and goes in, I feel like during the tell all, I think it's all a precursor. Um, God, it all just, I feel like plays into each other in a really interesting way. Really interesting way. Okay, so Sumit and Jenny. So this is like, okay, so his brother, drops him off at the apartment. And it's like very much like you get like an hour and I'm gonna come pick you up from this spot. It's very much like he's being dropped off at the mall. You know what I'm saying? By like a very reluctant older brother whose parents were like, well, if you're gonna go out, Andy, take Sumiti. Like I don't know I don't know the brother's name. I'm sure it's not Andy, like, but he's like, oh, God bless, like, oh, Sumit, stupid, come, like, and he's like, I'm dropping you off at Lids. You'll be back here in an hour. I'll give you enough time to feel up Marjorie. These are crazy names I'm pulling out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just very interesting. By the way, side note, if you haven't had a moment to thumbs up this video, I would really appreciate it. It's a little quick liking it, and it would actually tell me that you're enjoying this video in a subtle but effective way. So they're crying, right? Jenny and Sumit, like, she's leaving. They're going through it. They're in love. It's so hard. They are just Romeo and goddamn Juliet. They are just star-crossed lovers, unable to be together in this lifetime because of cultural, you know, traditions and boundaries. If only they had control over their lives to live the life they wanted, but they don't. Is this going to end in a murder-suicide? You know what? Romeo and Juliet technically ended in a suicide. So, I mean, it's very, very star-crossed. It's very dramatic. I mean, could this be more? They cry throughout the whole episode. I mean, they've been crying the whole time. I mean, I've never seen a couple cry more. I mean, she is like, I've never seen her face happy. I don't know what it looks like. I mean, can you imagine if I were her, and if I was like someone in her life, I would set up a GoFundMe for her. And after this, when she gets back, honey, I would give her a head to toe makeover. I would just be like, you have been through it. We have just got to get you. Let's wash that man right out of that hair, and let's wash that hair. Let's cut it. Let's dye it. Are you killing me? Are you mad at me that I'm saying what I'm saying? Or are you secretly happy? that's why you should like this video so people can come in and be like, oh, someone's saying it. So they're like, we cried, we tried, we failed, like this is beyond us. But he's like, this has been, the best time ever, best 6 months of my life, which is going to mirror another couple who says that too, who are being bitterly torn apart. And then she has her line. By the way, it was National Poetry Day. So hers is broken hearts kill people. Oh my God, are they gonna like, she can't let, that's why she needs the makeover. She can't just think this is it for her. She's gotta come back. Someone's gotta like shake her and just, like, all right, Juliet, snap out of it, like, come on. Let's get back to reality. There's a whole world. There's a whole life, you know. Jihoon and Deavan. Will I ever say their name right? No, absolutely not. But this was the couple of the night. I watched every moment of this situation. Okay, just like side note backstory is one of my really good friends who I don't think I've ever premiered on my channel is Michelle, my friend Michelle, who got married. If you followed me on Instagram, and I was a bridesmaid in her wedding, and she's half Korean, half white. And so like I have, like a very close friend of mine. Oh my God, I'm talking about her right now. And she's texting me. That's weird. I can see in my monitor. Oh, that's crazy. So she is, like I said, Korean, been friends with her a long time, and like, so I've been able to like kind of see what, a Korean person is, because her mother is very Korean, very Korean. And what her culture is like. So when she just got married and her mother wore a traditional outfit and looked just like the outfit that that Deavan wore in the beginning. Not like during the ceremony, but when she first came out in the pink number, that number. Okay, let's get to it. So pretty much the couple just like are in the car. You're cute too. It's cute. They meet, they go to the like family house. It's like this mother and her sisters who are all goddamn beautiful, because Korean women are gorgeous. They have like high ass cheekbones that can cut a bitch like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? They're Korean people are like real pretty. And so really gorgeous skin too. Korean skincare. Okay. They're crazy. Okay. So beautiful women. And she is like going to try on like traditional clothes, and he tries on clothes, and it's like really like laid back. Like what you think of stereotypical Asian culture, like you would think that she's about to come like, and she has to like, they do take off her shoes, but like be like, not say anything and just be like very small and like, thank you, but like, this is such an interesting scene. So like he puts on, traditional garb, and he's kind of playing around. He comes out like Gumby, and everyone's laughing. And then they get dressed and the ceremony begins. But it's like the mother's smiling all the time. The sisters like her a lot, because she's pretty. And they're like, and she looks Korean. I was like, all right, I get it. So, okay, this ceremony, I mean, we talk about this ceremony. Is this ceremony not so great? I had to text Michelle during it and like tell her I was watching it. She's like, I would get PTSD if I was watching it. And I was like, the nuts, everything, God bless. I mean, it was like it was like Korean wedding board game night. I don't know, not board game, Korean wedding, like icebreakers. Single icebreaker night. Okay. I mean, I really just like, okay, so let's talk about it. At first, and like I really like this also because she was scared at the beginning, and I get it. She like the beginning, she kind of looked like a deer in headlights when she was in the costume, and they really did a good job of making her warm. And this wedding ceremony seems to happen in like a living room, but it starts with a series of bows, and someone's helping her bow. Like it's so interesting when I think of like, I had to like do some finishing etiquette classes when I was young, and like I think I had to learn how to do like a full curtsy and things, and I think that's probably considered like British or European style, royal or court style, addressing no one that I've ever met. But it's interesting to see like the bows in different cultures. There's many different ones. They're like, get down and then a half bow, and she's being led through it, kind of like this like personal trainer who's just like, no, this way. And you're just like, oh, okay, thanks. And then they do this thing where they have to throw chestnuts into like a scarf, and it's however many chestnuts. There's like, I'm sorry, there's two different kinds. I'm like, confused if it's like the shells or the nut or the seeds or something like that. But like, you get to count how many sons and daughters you're gonna have. And like Diamon's like, I'm done. This baby is enough. So like, don't carry, like, don't catch anything. Just like Gumby your arms again, Gumby. But he doesn't. He catches all of them. And like the grandparents don't even really throw them. What I think is they're supposed to do, they kind of just like use their long arms to just drop many, many seeds and chestnuts or nuts into their scarf. They get like 7. And there's another thing. It's like I keep thinking of metaphors for this. Did you guys? And maybe it's definitely a ladies thing. I'm so sorry to be like, but ladies of the '90s, and specifically, I played a lot of Mashie, which would be like in classrooms when you would be like, who am I going to marry and where are we going to live and what kind of house am I going to have and how many kids and like what kind of car am I going to have? And it's like you like do this thing, you like either count how many circles and how many lines, and then you go through a chart, and then you like count it all up and you find out that. And it's sort of like this weird physical version of that for this ceremony. It was so interesting. I don't know why I'm so passionate about it. Okay. So the other thing about the tossing the nuts thing, it was sort of also is like, tossing little like balls into a goldfish cup, like at a carnival. And you know how you go home with that goldfish? Well, you go home with that many kids. It's real horrifying. Okay, next fun thing they do is they get a date, and then they like lady and tramp the date, and whoever do I have two? No. Whoever like Lady and Tramp, whoever like bites it and gets the seed wears the pants of the Vanessa! Mash, such a throwback! Yes! Yes, it was. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was. I played so much of it. I would always be like in a shanty, shack or shanty, I loved it. Thank you so much. That's the S, honey. See, I would do the Y at the end. You played MASH, and the Y is the yacht. Mansion, apartment, shack, home, and the Y is the yacht. Okay, crazy. So he's like, bite it. She's like, whatever. He gets the seed. He's like, you're my slave now. Ha 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 ha. He's like loving it. And like, it's such a like loosey-goose ceremony. I'll never get over it. I don't know. I have to really read. I can't wait to read your comments about this. And the next part is he has to carry her around the house, and the amount of times he carries her is like how big the house is that they live in. They don't. At the end of the ceremony, everyone's very nice to them. They're all like, congratulations, great job. But the truth is, they're going to live in a very small house with 1 billion kids. And if we're going to like judge his behavior so far, I don't know how much income they're going to have. So I don't know who was the best job at that ceremony, but it was sure mesmerizing to watch. I mean, that was great. I gotta like, is that how they all are? Okay, because after having said Michelle's my friend, I actually had never been to a full Korean wedding ceremony before. Her wedding ceremony was besides the fact that her mom, came in the garb, which I loved. Okay, next peeps are Tiffany, Ronald, and I'm just going to say Daniel, because specifically with this segment, it was so beautiful as a family to watch. Like with these couples, like the kids are part of it, and it is so beautiful when they take them on. And I feel like that's how I felt about Rachel and Lucy and John, because Lucy was so cute. By the way, I looked at Lucy and she's still so cute. She looks just like Rachel. But like, you could tell he really loved that baby, and I would love that baby too. But like, Ronald loves Daniel and Daniel loves Ronald. So like, this segment really is all three of them, and really a fourth one that we just don't know that name yet. So in the pregnancy, you guys knew that. You're up to speed. So in the beginning, Tiffany, and this is the beginning of their segment, she invites Craig, who's like the action plan. Sorry, the guy who works at the rehab that he came out of, for an action plan when Daniel and her leave. She's very, like scared of him just falling apart. without the support system and like loving family unit and stuff like that. As I guess also like a low key romantic, somewhat sometimes traditional person, I'm like, I can see like, yeah, what family like really brings to a person. Like sometimes people can feel like, oh, it's better to be an island, but like just to have like the physical contact that hugs from, people that love you every day give you. I don't know. So she feels like without their presence that he could, you know, go back to the gambling. He's a gambling man. Um, so he's not really feeling at the beginning like it could be a threat, but for how hard it is for him to watch them leave, I was like, oh shit. I was scared after that. We'll get to that. So they get to the airport and it's very, very sad. Daniel is like weeping, whimpering in a way that's like, I couldn't even hear. I cried. I cried during this. I got teary. You can't just like hear like a little boy like, I just can't do it. How do you hear that? And he's crying so much. She's crying so much. How do I leave you? It's just like, whatever. Okay, so whatever. He just like jumps over the thing at the end to like get one more hug. It's just sad as fuck. Okay. Give me one more hug is saddest part. And then he says, it was the past 3 months are the best 3 months of my life. Like what Sumit said. It was sad. It was a sad ass episode. It really was. You guys. Oh yeah, you know what I said? There was no Paul and Karini. I was like, am I already done? How? Because not only was there no Laura and Aladdin, there was no Paul and Karini. Oh, I missed one. Well, I don't know. One thing about that's fine. It was like one thing I was gonna say about like Jenny is like, when she was crying, she's like, we love each other. We loved each other. That's all I say. That's all I want to say. That's all I'll ever say. So like what Tennessee Williams consulting producer like gave these sound bites out? Like I at one point was like, are they gonna do a shot of like rain? Is it gonna be like thunderstorming somewhere in one of these as one leaves, like in the plane, just like a bunch of gray ass clouds. It was just so sad. All right. So that got to the end of this episode. It's only 27 minutes. Well, it's an hour long, so I still talked a goddamn long time. My name is Chris L. Farah. Thank you so much for watching so far. If you're watching this recap, this is the end of the like me not talking to people. I'm doing a comedy show. Have you heard? It's Saturday. You should come and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Chris L. Farah. And now I'm opening it up to my peeps. Oh, you guys, hello. You guys love it? Jenny is just on the ride. Poor thing. I'm weird. Like my camera keeps like switching out my reds tones. Is it like switching your colors? I don't know. Tiffany, if Tiffany's so concerned for his mental stability, then why would she put him into a relationship with an instant family that is a little dumb in my opinion? Like I see what you're saying, but don't you feel like that stability and I mean, I don't know. Because she took it away. I have no clue. I mean, I don't really know a lot about addict behavior, but it feels like when it's good, it would be really good for him. It's just what a weird, I don't know. She wanted a baby and found a sucker. But did she? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. They do feel like they definitely love each other or like are in at least some sort of codependent relationship. You do that math. Hello. Hi, Brandon. Welcome. Jesse Lee, thanks everyone for the thumbs up. Yes, thank you for reminding everyone, go ahead and thumbs up this video if you haven't had a moment yet. I would really appreciate it. If only there was like some sort of song or jingle that I could sing that would like encourage you or support you or inspire you to thumbs up this video. Well, until that's invented, Tiffany's all about Tiffany. She planned the pregnancy knowing no one was working. Finally alive. Someone please tell me how late I am. Well, not late like I'm leaving right now, but late in the sense that I've already talked about the entire episode. you know. Christian Gonzalez, one or two. I think this is one. Is this the LA one, Christian? Hi Stanley, welcome. Hello everyone. Thumbs it up, sing mommy. Hello, Star. Jessica, yes, but she should put sweet Daniel through this mess. Ah, that's so freaking hard. It's so hard. I just think that she put a lot on him knowing that he was not long sober. So no, you're right. Yes, of course. Yes, yes, you're right. It's very difficult. But at the same time, it's like if it works, like if he could just be with them, I think that, like, also that there'd be a certain amount of stability. Like he seems to love Daniel so much. Tiffany looks more than 3 months pregnant. Well, I don't think that, I think that she was a little curvy when she started, right? Star baby, I just love your name so much. Find your right, Canada. Thanks. Diane, well, baby boo, here's the thing. I don't understand how sometimes YouTube is just like, I'm not going to give anyone a notice. That's why I honestly always post in my Facebook group that I'm going to go live because Facebook like does obviously gives you a notification. If you want them to, they will. Don't worry. You guys know that I do have a Facebook group. It's called Vanity Fair. It's very like fun and tiny, not a lot of peeps, but they're active and we post things about this show and other shows. I'm also rooting for him because I'm a sucker for a happy ending and Ronald and Daniel both need it. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I'm an idealistic, positive person. I'm like, I want him to have a dad. I want the dad to like be there for him and they, having the responsibility of being one changes his life, right? What was the rush in getting pregnant in less than 3 months? I know that, Jude. I feel like it just happened, but I'm not quite sure. You also can easily not have it happen. So we know what sex leads to. We know what happens. Vanity Fair is fun. Thanks. I don't understand Chloe. I don't understand why Daniel's been calling him dad since day one. Nicole Azen. Chloe, Tim. Lucy calls John dad. Now that she can talk. Can she talk? I'm assuming she can talk now. I saw again pictures of her and she's like at least standing. So she probably at least goes like, ah, and she probably does it like at him. Like a little like cute bird with big eyes. Ah, oh my God, I love me some Lucy. I love Lucy. This episode made me tear up. Yep. I really hope his visa comes through. Oh, I know. But at the same, I know, but it's like, is there restitution or reconstitution they can do for like gambling or addiction style? No, because I'm like answering my own questions I talk to. It's very hard. Because where do you like draw the line of like what people's, offenses are forgivable and whose aren't? Christy admitted to wanting a baby right after the wedding. Her mom wasn't on board. I do remember that. So yeah, she did. And she obviously knows how babies are made. She has one already. So yeah, no. We'll just see. It's so interesting. And Daniel is such a sweet little boy. He's so sweet, right? Okay, I gotta get over how much I love that boy. Oh, Misha. Hey, Chris, when you do Zayed, it gives me life. I love you so much. Every day I love you more. You are so much beautiful. Oh my God. Just like, I am a jealous and controlling man. I can't, it's like a French Arabic accent. Like, it doesn't make any, like, it's so different. And I can't quite like, I don't know why I have a tendency to like at the end. That's not it. But I just like, it's how it also feels to me. I enjoy, at least this time she knew she was pregnant. Well, yeah. See, that's what life's about. making mistakes, picking yourself up, and learning from them mistakes, and not repeating the same crazy behavior over and over again. So, I think this is a positive step. I enjoyed the Korean cultural ceremony. I was obsessed with it. I just can't believe how like non-formal it was for how formal their costumes were. It just, but maybe there was just like edited parts that we didn't see. I mean, I'm just used to like a Byzantine Catholic wedding with like the crowning ceremony. It's like pomp and pageantry. And so when I saw these costumes, I just always thought they'd be like pomp and pageantry as well. But it was like party games. I mean, but I loved it. How interesting. Yay. Thanks for joining the group. If Rebecca loved Zayed, she would buy him a toilet seat and a shower. I mean, can like the sister do that for her parents? Dude, and some thrift store shirts oh my goodness. I mean, the thing is sometimes though, when they walk, they have a lot of shots of them turning around and walking away from camera. Do you guys notice that? And I'm like, they look right together. They both got like similar shapes. He's bigger than her, but he has a big butt. You know what I'm saying? And he has thick thighs. So it's like, I'm just like, she's, I think, a little shorter. She doesn't look like a tall woman, is what I'm saying. And he's like 2 inches bigger than her. You know? Lucy made it. Hi. I think it was the practice ceremony. I saw pics of the real wedding attire on Instagram. This was set up, but awesome. Oh, that makes so much goddamn more sense. So are they gonna do all the games again, but like in a formal way with the nuts and everything and the dates? But not the picking her up. That can't possibly be right. That is so weird that I wouldn't have picked that up. Anyway, thanks, Wah. That's a smart woman. Next week is gonna be crazy. I can't wait. And the other week after that. Oh my God. Sean Robinson. Can't believe Rebecca really thinks he loves her. I can't believe Rebecca has like thought a bunch of things and has made a bunch of choices. I don't like saying this. I feel like this is negative, but I liked Rebecca more when we first met her than I do now. Do you guys feel the same way? I mean, we were jumping all over the place, but that's how I feel about that. I just feel like when she first came on the scene, I was like, oh, she's sassy, she's cute, what's happening here? And I didn't mind the filters that much. I thought that it was like, taking over the world. I wasn't going to blame her. You go on Instagram, everyone's doing it. If Kylie's doing it, then of course this girl's doing it, whatever woman, nice woman. But then as we've like seen the progression of how things have unfolded and the relationship she has with someone that is called Zayed, as well as her backstory and things, it's really not, she's not for me. She's a nice person. I don't hate her at all. I think she's nice. I mean, I don't know her at all. She might be nice. I'm just saying she's just like, I don't think I'm going to like leave this being like, well, I'm a fan of hers. Like, unfortunately, like, and that I'm a fan of other people for good and bad. Like, it's very obvious to the people that I'm like, about. She's not going to be one of them. Hi, Farah. Kifik. Hi. Kifik Sava. Habibti. Hi. Her ex is all over North African Arab, I guess. I guess Tunisia, North African, Morocco. Yes, I love you. What's wrong with me? Yes, North African. Finally online. Thank God. Low self-image of herself. New name for the show. Poor choices. Not negative fiance. Sure, really gets the incredible point of the show with 3 words. That's like television marketing genius around that table. You would be an excellent host for the Tell All Chris. I agree, Stanley. I agree. From your lips to God's ears. Thank you for agreeing, guys. Appreciate you. We should go We should go on the 90-day. We should go on the 90-day, Chris. I'm Canadian. Are you Greek? No, I'm not Greek. Why did you think I was Greek? No, I'm not Greek. I'm Lebanese. I'm Syrian Lebanese, but I live in America. Chris, for host of live, yes, guys, do what you can do. Go on the social media, post about it, start a hashtag. Please give me a career. I love you. Were her exes? Yes, they were all North African. Yes, they were Moroccan and Tunisian. Go to my Facebook page. I posted on my wallpaper. Oh, I appreciate that so much. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Chris and Wall also need to be on Pillow Talk. Oh my God, could you imagine? If Wall and I could be either like co-hosts for the tell-alls, live after shows, Pillow Talk, we would. Obviously, we're doing it already. We would love it. I mean, make it happen. For us, we need this. Wall and I need this. Look at us. Just two women, single women, making their way in the world, friends for years, fighting the good fight with active comedic, snappy thoughts and ring lights. I mean, where do we go, to Washington, D.C.? Do we like stand on the steps? How do we get this? Yalla Habibi, I live in Little Lebanon. Oh, yalla. Ya Habibi. Habibi, ya Nur I could all totally imagine. Thanks, you guys. Rebecca lacks so much sense, insight, self-awareness that I can barely stand their segments. Wonder if she's crazy like that lore lady. Of course. Of course. Yes, Pillow Talk and Tell Smart and Sexy. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. I love the fact that you guys are just like, oh, we're going to talk about this other show. We're totally okay with it now. Not other show, but other franchise of this jaggernaut, this TLC jaggernaut. Make her own YouTube Pillow Talk and easily beat the ratings for the current show. That's I kind of want. I have to diversify my shows, so I pretty much, that is what my YouTube is just like snippets of me doing this. Of course, it's like, yeah, I would love to integrate platforms, and once I can grow my community that would like be able to like insert videos and pictures and like have lives that I, and like even when I was talking about whether you guys would want me to do one of those like live deep dives on Instagram that I've done, it's fun, I think it's fun to be like, oh, this picture of it takes a minute for me to like be able to like focus it right. And like, there's always a glare. And like, I think about like how great it would be to have a platform you can really truly share content and media in a very streaming and immediate way, it feels like a hangout sesh, I guess. Farah, do you think Sumit really is in love with this 6-year-old girlfriend? I mean, he sure cries like he does. Did the man go to like the best Indian acting school in India? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, what is he rubbing his eyes with onion pieces underneath the couch? I mean, because the wife he's married to, I've saw, and she's pretty. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The other fact is like the other possibility is that he's like gay and this is just some big charade so he doesn't come out as being gay. Like, this is worse, like, of a charade than like, I don't know. You tell me, guys. Laverne and Shirley. What else do you watch besides this? I've watched a lot of Celebrity Big Brother or Big Brother. I didn't watch the last season though. I like trashy stuff. You may need a green screen to display image content. Yeah, but Eric, I almost want like a completely different platform or something that I can like stream to YouTube, but like in the sense of like I want to be able to share pictures in this moment, not through an edited video. So it's like, how would I don't even, this YouTube doesn't give, at least at my, I don't know what happens at a huge subscription level if people are granted tools to do a live where I could insert pictures and content in the way that I would enjoy, but it definitely isn't at my 6,000 subscriber level. So Love After Lockup is a show, Eric, that I used to do, but I stopped doing it because I felt like all of the members, all the people were like one type of person, and I kind of felt like I was constantly punching down in my humor. whereas it wasn't like a crazy, wonderful world of different aspects and characters that I could remark on that seemed a little more universally appealing. I don't know how to, I had talked about this. Does anyone know what the penalty is for a divorced woman in India? How is she treated differently? Great question. Yeah, Stanley Fonda, Google Box I've heard about is the original Pillow Talk. Yeah. There also was a show on Bravo called People's Couch that, was like kind of like this. So I love you guys. 45 minutes. Can you guys believe it? I'm going to end this video now so that it's not like incredibly daunting for someone who's just like, this girl talked for an hour and 45 minutes about an hour show. That could be a little intense. I was really surprised to see Andre and Elizabeth on Pillow Talk. It looks like she has lost a lot of weight. Does anyone else think so? I was like annoyed by like all the sisters being there, and like I felt bad for Andre. I said this in the live I did last night for the reaction to Before the 90 Days, but the true star of Pillow Talk is Annie. Annie is the star. No one but Annie. Annie is so cute. Her like reactions are so genuine. Her comments are great. Her cooking, the best. I love her. There's no one like her. I am going to meet her Saturday. I cannot wait. I'm going to have a picture, hopefully I will, of David and Annie and me that I will put on my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited. Please go to my Instagram if you don't follow me. I have the same Twitter and Instagram handle. It's at Chris L. Farah. And I'm just going to say a little throwback that the L's for I Love Lucy. I do love Lucy, and I still do. She's so cute. I bet she's doing good. I love you guys so much. I really, really appreciate you all for being here. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you guys have been here the whole time. Thank you guys that just popped in, were like, am I late? And you guys stayed. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for the little thumbs up. If you haven't yet, this is a great opportunity to exit out of this chat. If you have to do it on a mobile device or whatever you got to do to hit that thumbs up, that thumbs it up. Thumbs it up, 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 thumbs it up. Do you like my like very Arabic espresso set? It's eyes. It's eyes with eyelashes. Okay, Humsies. All right, so follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Chris L. Farah. I appreciate you guys so much. Tell your friends to come to my comedy show if they're in the LA area. It's actually in Laverne, which is an interesting part of, I guess, the Southland I haven't been to, but Juan and I are going to be there, so it's a little meetup as well. Hi. We're giving you the best and the most. I will do an edited recap of Before the 90 Days, and I really want to do a cast, like, deep dive drama before the tell-all of all the Evelin and Larissa and, Corey drama. Anyway, again, follow my stuff. This is what I want to say. Go to Facebook, Vanity Farah. That's all. I'm done talking my shit, but I love you guys. Bye. Oh, take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe. Make art.